Welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. This show is brought to you by Aces Bail Bond, Yasmin Khan, Quick Response 24/7, Easy Payment 203-257-6228. Ramirez Spanish Restaurant specializing in seafood y churrasco. Spark City Smoke and Vape Shop located at 815 Lafayette Boulevard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Evolution Sports Bar and Cafe located at 1279 North Avenue in Bridgeport. Bridgeport Auto Glass, 1227 Barnum Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Visit www.bridgeportautoglassshop.com. And finally, Moran Insurance Agencies, protecting your future. Call 203-864-6232 or visit www.moraninsuranceenagencies.com. I don't know, but somebody told me that it's time for Super Elite Entertainment, broadcasting live from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Y lo fuimos. Hey! Y lo fuimos. You guys already know. Listen, I'm going to let you know right now, I lost my voice. I can barely talk, but it's not going to hold me back from doing tonight's show. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez, broadcasting here from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, from the Super Elite Entertainment Studio right here in downtown Bridgeport. Like I say each and every week, this is not a studio that's located in my garage or in my basement. We're not in the dungeon deep down in the ground somewhere. We're a legit studio, which is right here in downtown Bridgeport, and this is a community platform that has been created for you, the people of the community. If you know someone that should be featured on our show, I encourage you each and every Tuesday nights when I come live on here to please reach out to me. Send me that person's information, and in turn, I will reach out to that person and I will get them in our studio and feature them here on our hot seat. Really quick, I'm excited because, guys, I wanna let you know that I have a special guest here in the studio with me tonight. Her name is Lisa. Let me get it right. Lisa Crespo-Gerald.
That's me.
Right? Lisa Crespo-Gerald. And she's from the Project Pardon, LLC, which is located right here also in downtown Bridgeport. Amazing establishment, amazing business, amazing service that's being provided by, let me get the name right. Let's get it right again. Project Pardon, LLC.
That's
an
awesome.
Amazing organization that is helping men and women change their lives here in the state of Connecticut. If you are an individual who has had a situation in your past life with the judicial system, if you've been arrested before, if you have a criminal record that's still active, you don't want to move anywhere tonight, because Lisa is going to break it down to you. She's going to explain to you the pardon process, the services that they provide there at her establishment, and all the tools and instruments that you can take advantage of that she wants to provide to you. And if you're willing to listen, stick it out throughout the duration of the show, I guarantee you're gonna gain some understanding and some knowledge on how you might be able to free and liberate yourself Because you know what? Having a criminal record is bondage. I'm going to keep it real.
It's
It's
real
bondage.
bondage.
And it can hold you back from being who you really want to be. There's a lot of you out there who have you have a lot of skills and abilities, and you have the, what it takes to advance yourself, but that one little thing is just sitting right there over your shoulder and is holding you down and keeping you from getting farther, from advancing yourself. But Lisa is going to break it down to you. She's going to provide some instructions, some tools, some information that might be able to make you, like the Bible says, set you free. All right? Set you free. All right, guys. So what I want to do really quick is I want to welcome all of you who are listening to us on our podcast, whether you're listening on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Republic, Republic Radio. Welcome to the show tonight. Also, I want to give a shout out to all of you essential workers. Thank you so much, all of you essential workers, for showing up to work each and every day in the midst of this crazy pandemic that we all have been facing and dealing with all year long. Pharmacists, law enforcement personnel, taxi drivers, Uber drivers, truck drivers, bankers. Thank you so much for showing up to work every single day throughout this pandemic so that we can be able to have the essentials that we need in order to survive. I got to give a good shout out to my brother, my friend, my partner, my co-host, Giovanni Alvarez. Make sure, guys, that you tune in to Live with Jason and Gio. We'll be back together. The dynamic duo will be back not next Tuesday, but we will be back here in the studio live the following Tuesday after next. And we got some things planned. We're gonna have Lola involved. We're gonna have Paco involved. Let me tell you something. The whole puppet thing. A lot of people are like, what's up with you and these puppets? Oh, my screen froze. Okay, oh, there it is. People, always like, what's up with you and these puppets? First of all, Lola is a created character. Paco, who's her boyfriend that she never had the opportunity of meeting yet. Paco arrived here from Arizona about a month ago. And the plan was that they were supposed to reunite. They were supposed to come together. It never happened. Paco's been running the streets, ripping and running all this time since he arrived here in Connecticut. It's terrible. He's hanging out on a block. He's hanging out in different areas he shouldn't be in. I don't know what he's up to, but I heard something happen at Seaside Park yesterday with Paco during the Puerto Rican Day parade. So we're gonna be. It was captured on camera. That's gonna be shown. I say the next episode we have with me and Gio when we come live to you guys. But anyhow, without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick commercial break. When I come back, I have Miss Lisa Crespo-Gerald, who's going to be joining me on the hot seat momentarily, guys. Please, please, please share this live broadcast into your timeline. Upload the link so that, send it to somebody. Send the link to somebody so that other people can get involved and be a part of tonight's conversation. Also, I want to welcome really quick before we jump into this commercial, all of you that's watching on Facebook Watch. There's a lot of people who watch on regular Facebook. You're watching on your phone, on your iPad, whatever the case may be. But there's a lot of you who are watching on Facebook Watch. Welcome to the show tonight. And I love Facebook Watch because if you're watching on Facebook Watch, what that tells me is you're watching on the big screen at home. So it's pretty impressive, pretty amazing that we're able to come from this little studio right here onto your big screen inside your household. Anyhow, guys, share this live broadcast into your timeline. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When I come back, I have Miss Lisa Crespo-Gerald from Project Pardon LLC, who's going to be joining me momentarily. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Are you in good hands? In the Moran Insurance Agency, we are here to protect your future.
Come on, guys, join me. Let me show you around. It's all about protecting what's important to you. The Moran agencies are here to protect your future. We are here to build a wall of protection around you and your family.
From your auto and life and retirement, the Moran Insurance Agency has you back. To protect your family from mayhem, please visit us at moraninsuranceenagencies.com.
Or give us a call at 203-864-6232.
All right, welcome back, guys, to Super Elite Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. Estamos aquí. Let me see if I can say it in Spanish. Let me see. By the way, like I said, my throat is a little, what should I say?
Horse.
Hoarse? Basically, it's shot right now. That's what it is. It's shot. Yesterday in the past few days, I've been doing so much screaming and yelling, especially at the Puerto Rican Day Parade that took place this past Sunday. The Puerto Rican Day Parade of Fairfield County. Guys, it was a blast. We had an awesome time. I was on the float with Lola and Paco. I don't know how that managed to happen, but I was on a float with Lola and Paco. We were on the Spark City Smoke and Vape Shop float. Honestly, I got to say, it was the best float in the parade. No disrespect to anybody else. Moran, no disrespect. No disrespect to the BCYL, Bridgeport Caribe. No disrespect to University of Bridgeport. But I think Spark City Smoke and Vape float was a hit. The DJ, Xavier, DJ X, was tearing up the wheels of steel. We had Gali and Ashan Voyage, two different reggaeton artists, and Ashan is more of like, I think he's like a rapper / R&B artist, but they both were performing on the float, and we had a blast. So big shout out to Spark City Smoke and Vape Shop that you see right now on the screen, located at 815 Lafayette Boulevard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. But without further ado, I'm not going to take any more of your time. I'm going to present to you tonight's guest. Her name is Lisa Crespo-Gerald.
Michelle.
I'm sorry, Michelle. You see, for some reason, I've been
Thinking about my Michelle. That's funny.
No, I don't know why I want to. You look like a Michelle, but Lisa Crespo-Gerald, and she's from the Project Pardon LLC, which is right here in downtown Bridgeport. She's joining me on the hot seat, guys. I present her to you right now at this time, and voila, there she is.
Hello. Hi.
Check 1, check 2.
I guess. No.
How you doing, Michelle?
Did you really do it again?
I'm just messing with you.
Because you know my Michelle. No?
I do.
You do.
I do. Lisa, how's everything?
Everything's going well today.
Yeah?
Thank you. Yep.
So, first of all, I want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
And I think that tonight's subject is a really important subject. And,
Absolutely.
you know, we've been trying to get you on the show for quite some time. I want to give a big shout out to Giovanni Alvarez, who made the arrangement to get you on here. And
He got me.
no, he got you. He got you here. And the thing that excites me about you being here is that you have a business that's here in the city of Bridgeport. And there's not too many businesses like the one you have here in the city. So yours is unique. It's called Project Pardon LLC.
Yes.
Basically changing lives.
Working on it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that I'm sure that from the amount of people who apply for pardon, you have a great success record.
100%.
100%.
100% to date.
So you're not trying then. You're doing it. You're
We're
making
doing
it happen.
We're doing it.
Yeah, you're making it happen. So really quick, what I want you to do is I want you to give a brief introduction to the viewing audience, all about yourself.
Okay.
Who is Miss, and not Michelle, Lisa Crespo-Gerald?
Okay,
Go for
so I'm from the city of Bridgeport. I'm born and raised here all my life. I raised my family here. I remained here. It's just an important city to me. But I spent over 22 years at the state of Connecticut judicial branch, where I was a probation officer initially in New Haven, Hartford, Bridgeport.
Wow.
Some work in the Valley, and then for my last 11 years, I served as a chief probation officer in Milford and West Haven.
Wow, that's awesome. So,
Yeah.
she ain't just anybody. She was out there doing Big Willie stuff. She was the
Little
chief.
something.
She was the chief.
Not too many Latinas.
No, and that's pretty impressive. And as I'm listening to you speak, it reminds me of our good friend Inez Nieves.
I love Inez.
Yeah, who's
Yes.
the chief? Did she retire yet, or she's still chief?
She's retired.
Oh, she is retired.
Yeah.
Well, that's right.
But
She
I
just
think
retired a few months ago.
dabbling in the branch still. But
Really? Well,
I
she's
believe-
doing like some.
I don't know, but she's amazing at what she
Yeah,
does.
no, definitely. Actually, she was my chief when I was a judicial marshal at the courthouse in Bridgeport.
Yep.
And she gave me a lot of opportunities while I was there. But I think that's pretty impressive that you come from that background, law enforcement, criminal justice. After being around that environment for so many years and dealing with offenders, and sometimes it could burn you out. Sometimes it can frustrate you. And once you walk away from it, and I haven't retired myself yet, but once you walk away from it, it's like you never want to look back. But you did the opposite. You felt the call, the need to
dive in.
to dive into something even bigger and greater than what you walked out of. and that's helping men and women who you used to oversee and supervise.
Some of them, actually, I wrote warrants for, served the warrants on,
Exactly.
and they came and found me.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of those.
And now you helping these type of individuals to liberate themselves from that hold of, that criminal record that's been. I
Holding
mean,
them
to me,
back.
it's bondage. It
is.
You're not truly free, even though you're in the community. You're not 100% free with a criminal record.
Very true.
Because I know a lot of people. I have personal friends who they're very educated. They have bachelor's degree, master's degree. They have all the tools and the instruments, but they're not able to go but so far, because when they apply for a job, what's the first question?
They talk about your criminal record.
They want to know what your background is all about.
Yeah.
And once they see that, usually it turns them off, and
Right.
you get that letter in the mail. Well, thank you for applying.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah, thank you, but no thank you, unfortunately. And they really don't give you an explanation. They just, we don't want you here.
Right.
So you're in the business of trying to help individuals get a pardon.
Yes.
So let's start there. First question is, what inspired you to start the Pardon Project?
So Project Pardon LLC started out actually as something I thought about doing when I was in my last couple of years of probation. I just remember so many people over the years coming in and saying, well, when does this come off my criminal record? And you kind of cringe and you say, never. So that these people had to live, great people living with these things forever.
Yep.
And then I just felt like God calling, you need to do something different. You need to take the next step. And where people thought about retiring, I just felt called to continue and actually feel like probation was the sounding board and the preparation for what I'm doing now, whether it's the way we're trained, whether it's the way we interview, prepare reports, help people, talk to people. All of it has definitely moved us forward and moved me in this direction. So from a Friday to a Monday morning, I decided to retire, finish my master's, and open the door.
Wow. And that's pretty awesome. And I take my hat off to you for
Thank you.
all your efforts. And it's, your organization, Project Pardon, is your baby.
That is
I
my
mean,
baby.
you take it serious, and I know you do.
That is my baby.
Even
yeah.
when I went to the BCYL, Bridgeport Caribe Youth Leaders Gala they just recently had, I'm looking through the brochure, and you took a whole page. Right?
Community is important to me.
So, I mean, that right there tells me that that's your baby. You're not putting a price on it. You didn't have to pay that amount of money to take that whole page in that brochure. But you're trying your best to get your word out there to let, offenders know that, hey, we're here. And we're here to help you. And the thing is that there's a lot of them who are out there. They don't know how to go about getting a pardon. They don't know what steps to take. They go onto to the website, they look at the instructions,
And
they get
overwhelmed.
intimidated, they get turned off, and
Yeah.
then they say to them, they'll say to themselves, you know what? I'll come back to this at a later time.
Or forget about it.
Oh yeah,
Just forget it.
They just forget about it. But yet there's help out there,
Yeah,
right?
there is.
So, the name, Project Pardon. What's the significance of that name? Why did you come up with that name?
I think it truly speaks to what we do. I think it speaks to, you think about different things. Project. It's a job that people come together and they have people who manage projects and pull together as a team to get the project done. Well, the pardon is our project, getting our community to a new place. That's where we're getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
it's a
So-
fun name.
Yeah, no. And so, all right, so let's do this. I'm an offender.
I'm sorry.
I'm an offender. I need to get a pardon.
Yes.
I just heard about Lisa. I'm walking into your office, or I call, set up an appointment with you.
Mm-hmm.
I arrive at your establishment, which is located directly across the street from Bridgeport Police Department.
Yeah.
I walk into your office. I have a criminal record that wraps around the whole block.
Okay.
I need your help. What's the first thing you're gonna do
I'm gonna
when I
sit
walk
there.
into your office?
So we're going to sit there and talk about a screening tool that kind of determines whether or not you're eligible to apply for a pardon. Some of it has to do with timelines. So we're talking, has it been 3 years since your misdemeanor conviction? Has it been 5 years since your last felony conviction? Are you currently on probation or parole? Making sure that you meet all the criteria to apply. And from there, we start moving forward by collecting information. There is a fingerprint business that serves the community downstairs in our building. They do pardon and employment stuff. So we encourage you to go down, get your fingerprints done. We send up your fingerprints to the state police, get your official record, and we really take a good hard dive into what's there.
Wow. Is it necessary? Because a lot of people who I know who have criminal records, they're always telling me how they're so eager to apply for a pardon. But of course, like I said earlier, they don't know how to go about it.
Yeah.
And then, one of the first questions they always ask is, do I need an attorney in order for me to do such a thing? I mean, so is that necessary? Do they need an attorney?
So in the state of Connecticut, there's a variety of ways that you can do this. Some people feel like they have the skill set to do it themselves. And I don't discourage that at all, because some people have the skill set. They don't get frustrated. They have the time. But many people find it to be a complex process for them. So they also have attorneys that can do them. And many of them are well respected in the community, well respected by me. I've worked with them for 22 years. But it's not a requirement in the state of Connecticut. I come with a different skill set. And that's how, it works out with the attorneys. I do have a network of attorneys that I work with. And some of them, some clients may say, what, I feel comfortable with an attorney, but I like what you have to offer. So we'll connect with some of those local attorneys that I have connections with.
So realistically, you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
If you want to do it yourself. But me personally, if it was me doing it, I would get some help. I would get someone who's informed,
Correct.
someone who's educated in the process.
Yeah.
Because I want to get mines.
Right.
I don't. It's like I don't want to shoot blanks. I don't want to waste time. I want to
Correct.
make sure that I get it the first time around. And I know people who have applied multiple times, 1, 2, 3, and haven't gotten it yet, and they get discouraged. You know what I mean?
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's discouraging. It's like, damn. I mean, and then after you get denied, I think you got to wait, what, a year or something like that?
A year to reapply, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's very discouraging.
Right. Yeah.
After I did all this hard work, I get denied, and I got to wait a year.
Yes.
And then I do it again, get denied, I got to wait another year.
Yeah, I've seen somebody go 5 times.
5 times?
5 times.
5 times was the charm.
5 times was his charm.
Wow. So when it comes to the pardon process, what type of pardons are there?
So it's in the state of Connecticut, the pardon is an absolute pardon, meaning that the entire criminal record, anything that applies with these convictions gets completely erased. No tracking of it in the FBI, in the state police, probation, parole, Department of Corrections, police departments. Like I said, everybody erases their record, so it looks like you were never arrested if it's granted.
So
clean slate.
Clean slate.
Clean.
So there's a full unconditional pardon, right?
No.
No?
It's an absolute pardon.
It's an absolute pardon.
Absolute
okay.
pardon.
That's what I'm asking. I'm learning as we go along.
Yeah, absolute
So there's an absolute pardon.
And
then is there a partial?
No.
No, it's just
Connecticut is
100% absolute.
100%. It's one of the very few states that has pardons that run the way Connecticut
Interesting.
does.
All right. Because I remember going on the site a few years back, and I seen that it said absolute pardon, and then there was one that said, I guess it was like a partial pardon.
Well, you know what? They also do certificates of employability.
Okay.
Those are the people who are on probation and parole who are deemed employable, and that goes through their probation or parole officer.
So if you get the certificate,
Of pardon?
not the absolute, the certificate one you're mentioning.
Of employability.
So when you apply for a job, you still have to check off. Yes?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Okay.
Yeah. So there's no real partial. It's just that you're deemed, doing
Employable.
well and employable. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So basically, yeah, like you said, you've been doing well. You have a proven track record, and all right, you built a little trustworthiness to be
Right.
employed by,
Yeah.
and me. Let's say me as your probation officer or whatever it is,
Yep.
or the board. They give you that certificate of employability.
Yep. But that again is initiated through the supervising agency, either probation or parole, with the client. So
Gotcha.
yeah, I encourage people who are doing well to ask their probation officer or their parole officer to help them with that process.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the pardon process. Now, if you're incarcerated, can you still apply for pardon?
No.
Or so you can't. So you got to be out in the community now.
Out in the community, not supervised by probation or parole, no nollies in the last 13 months. It has to be 3 years since your last conviction of a misdemeanor and 5 years since your last conviction of a felony.
Interesting.
And it's the conviction date.
The
But
conviction
you can't
date.
be on supervision.
All right. So you can't be on supervision. So since you've been now, how long you been around with your business?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Way same thing at our studio.
Yeah,
We're
around
about
the
to hit
same
3
time
years.
probably.
Yeah. So in your 3 years, when you look at your ratings and your stats, you say you're 100%, which is
100%.
which is a good thing. So everybody has a different background, a different charge. What's the biggest charge you have seen someone be pardoned for?
I had someone with numerous violent domestic violence cases, with immigration issues that were going to lead to some deportation. And so that was impacted. And I have somebody who had a significant robbery second, which, we're aware that those are some serious felonies. We've had some people who their pensions were saved. Their jobs were saved.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
so by getting the pardon, and I've had people who were denied the first round and come in and got it. We got it. I think the rate, the last time I heard, it was probably close to 70% of all applications, if I'm not mistaken, because the stats change year to year. But we've hit 100% as of this month,
that's awesome. So if someone wants to utilize your services,
Yeah.
and let's say they don't have an income, or their income is so low that they don't have the finances to utilize to pay for your services. I mean, are they still able to utilize you?
So what we do is we do significant payment plans, and what people have said to me, well, Lisa, what's the payment amount? I tell you that your situation is unique to you. I never tell a person how much to pay, per payment, because you may have a great week.
Yep.
You may have a bad week. You'll never hear about that part of it from me. And we just work together until you're able to get it done. And then we submit your application. But we are probably about $1,000 to $2,000. I even heard up to $3,000 less than what's being charged out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely correct, because I personally know attorneys who specialize in, pardons.
Yeah.
They charge a lot of money.
Yeah.
A whole lot of money. And me walking into their office, if it was me that needed it, and them giving me a quote of, 10,000, 15,000, whatever the case may be.
Right. Quite a bit less than that, but still
Yeah,
it's
but
high
but
for our
there's some people
community.
are still extremely high.
Yeah, there are.
Mind
There
you,
are.
I got a record. I'm struggling.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not making $50 an hour. You know what I mean?
No.
So me walking into that office and getting a big quote like that will discourage me and make me want to, either find another solution or try to do it myself. But
We are considerably less. And like I said, some people may feel that the attorney is right for them. I would never be dismissive of that, because they have, they've earned their respect, and respect is due and, is appreciated. but I need to work with my community. And that's the other part that I felt led to kind of come into our community and go to a different price point, be a person that helps people with things like payments or, making some kind of arrangement for them. So it's important, because our community is not one of the wealthier communities in the area.
Yeah. So you go through this whole process. You get your pardon.
Yeah.
I mean, life changes for most people who get it. Life changes.
Absolutely.
Life becomes a little bit better, or maybe a whole lot better.
Easier.
It becomes easier. Now you have the freedom and the liberty to get out there and to sell yourself and to advance yourself, to get a better job or to get the dream job that you always wanted to have.
Yep.
That your records was holding you back from getting.
Right. Even just getting into some government agencies. So I have some people who are truck drivers or who are in the trades and they want to go to a Sikorsky and work, or, Pratt and Whitney. I have a guy who's out west, and I think it's Boeing that's big out there. Can't even get on premises. The truck drivers who want to drive in the ports. All of those things are holding people back, are holding our community from taking care of their families.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you know what, really quick, Lisa, I want to look at some of the comments that people are leaving on here. Simon Cabrera is saying Lisa worked in a referral of a dear friend of mine. She did a fantastic job. I strongly recommend her services.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if you know who he is.
Yeah. Oh no, I know who it is.
Oh, okay, you know who that is?
But yeah, his referral was one of our first clients, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then I have a gentleman on here named S.K. General. I know him as Alfie though, and he's asking on here, what's the waiting period? So you apply. Right. Now sit back and wait. How long?
So there's 2 waiting periods, right? The waiting period is us getting your criminal record and submission from my office to submission. So I have people who drag their feet on getting things like reference letters, and that is frustrating for the client. So that's that first. But I've had people that come in and we've gotten their stuff within a matter of weeks out. Then the Board of Pardons and Parole will tell you on their website, give us up to a year. I've found recently that they are considerably less time than that. Probably lately I've been seeing about 6 months to the point from submission to actually getting their certificate. It just depends on the number of submissions, but that is what the timeline they give you. And with the references, one of the things I want to say is, so we've had people who can't read or write.
Yep.
And they want to write a reference for a friend. So I'll actually sit on the phone with them, say, hey, okay, here, answer these questions. Their answers become their letter. I've had people who now I have a group that it's 3 people who are providing references in Spanish. They don't write in English. So we're working on those to translate them because I speak Spanish too. So, those are some of the hangups and holdbacks for some people.
Yeah, and let's see who else. Tony Barr is giving you a shout out. I'm not sure if you know who Tony Barr is.
Yes, thank you, Tony. I appreciate it.
And Travis Gerald is saying, "All right, Mom."
Nah, must be that's my son. All right to him too.
Dolly Villafane, love Dolly to death. Excellent human being. She's saying you were always such a beautiful person. That's what she's saying about you right now.
Maybe that's why I'm her daughter's godmother.
Okay. But let's see who else. I'm just trying to catch all the comments that people are leaving out here. Wanda Flores is saying, Jason, take care of that voice. That's your money maker.
Maybe.
Yeah, I definitely got it. That's Lola's voice, so I definitely got to take care of it. And let's see who else is on here. Natalia is saying, I can't wait to see you guys soon.
Wow. Dinner?
Hey,
maybe?
Hey,
all
okay.
of us.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, because you've been talking forever.
So have you.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back momentarily. I have Lisa Crespo-Gerald. All right, here in the studio, she is from Project Pardon LLC, which is located right here in downtown Bridgeport. Man, my throat is all messed up. We'll be right back, guys. No se muevan. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Spark City Smoke and Vape, located at 815 Lafayette Boulevard, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Guys, welcome back to Super Elite Entertainment. Again, I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez, broadcasting from, I'm going to say it like it is, the best broadcasting studio right here in downtown Bridgeport. And then Lisa's sitting next to me. She's like, I don't know about that. You got Jano Cumbre underneath you.
Hey.
So, vamos a seguir. We're going to keep talking about the pardon process. So, you know what? Let's. So, where do you originate from?
Bridgeport.
Bridgeport. What school systems you went to?
I was actually sent to the Catholic school system. Blessed Sacrament.
Hey,
off Stratford Avenue
absolutely.
on Union Ave.
Yep.
St. Ambrose a little bit, and then I got shipped off out to school for high school.
What high school?
St. Joe's.
Oh, so you went to
Go ahead.
Okay.
We don't always fit in okay, but we're doing all right.
no, that's good. That's good. Congratulations that you were able to go to those types of schools and have that type of opportunity. I think that's a great thing, and that's why
it's a lot of sacrifice.
What college
on
did you
behalf
went
of
to?
my parents. University of Connecticut, and I got my master's from University of St. Joseph's out in West Hartford.
Wow. And you know, while you were talking earlier, I was looking at you, because you retired from the state.
Yeah.
I mean, when did you start working for the state? When you
I
were
was
like
12.
When you were like 8?
No, you're doing better than me. I said 12.
Yeah, because
young.
Yeah, no,
young.
you I mean
right
you
out of
look,
college, about a year after.
Really?
I got
so
really
you started really
blessed.
young, and you retired young, basically.
44.
40. That's a beautiful thing.
44.
That's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, man. And you know what? If people are watching, if you ever have an opportunity to join, for example, if you ever have an opportunity to get a state job, join corrections, 20 in, 20 out. Now it's different.
25.
Though. It's 25 now.
But it's hazardous duty that
It is
gets
hazardous
you
duty.
to those 25.
Yeah.
It's a doozy, all right. You said doozy.
No, it's hazardous duty. And
Yeah.
but yeah, being able to retire at 44,
Yeah.
that is insane.
Yeah.
That's like unheard of.
Yeah.
I know someone who retired at 42. Yeah.
But all law enforcement, probation, parole, police,
Uh-huh.
fire. So, it can be wearing on the spirit, but it's very rewarding, and
So
it is what it is.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Getting a pardon, getting that absolute pardon that just clears your entire record. Once you get that certificate, or not even just the certificate.
It's a certificate. You'll end up with a certificate.
So, but what you get first, you get a letter sent to you by mail, right?
They usually email
Congratulating
you a letter
you?
congratulating you, and it's provisional, meaning that they need to go ahead and double check your records, make sure everything is right, make sure you don't get arrested in between. And make sure that they'll get that certificate to you once they absolutely can run your record
Do
and
another background
nothing
check.
comes up.
So once you got that certificate, it's a done deal. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. You don't got no record.
So now you can make some power moves, right? You can do certain little things. So oh my God, I lost my train of thought. So my question was, dear Lord, it'll come back to me.
Okay.
But so, my God, it was a good question though. It was a good question.
I'm sure you have another one. Don't worry about it. You
No,
loaded
but
with
I don't
that
want to
one.
jump to the next one because that was a really good question. I just lost my train of thought. Oh my God, that's terrible.
Certificates?
It happens. Yeah. So you get your certificate. So All right, so let's say you get your certificate. I'm sure that question will come back to me. If you lose it, what happens?
You could request another one.
You can request another
Yeah.
one.
The record's not coming back if you lost your certificate.
Okay, the question just came back. This is the question. You got your certificate. So now can you just jump out there and start applying for whatever you want? Or should you maybe go and do a full background check on yourself to verify that nothing still exists?
I will tell you that there's a difference between a background check with a private company and law enforcement records. A pardon is strictly for all your official law enforcement records. Sometimes you have these companies that'll say, "Oh, buy so and so's record for $39.99."
Yeah.
But the thing that you need to understand is that sometimes they don't update their records. I've seen where a person says, "Oh, well, you have a record." They're like, "No, I don't. You've been arrested." Once you have that certificate, no, I haven't. So you can, in the background, send your certificate of pardon to that company, and they have to erase it. But they're pretty good about clearing it. Newspapers may still have stuff. Those types of things are not covered by your absolute pardon.
Yeah. All right. So when we look at your organization, Project Pardon LLC, what kind of services do you provide besides the pardon process? Like, as I noticed on your website, matter of fact, I'm going to put a couple of things up on the screen right now so people can see it. Project Pardon, your website is right there, www.projectpardonllc.com. If they go onto your website, people can see all the different types of services that you provide. Right there says our services, quality pardon applications, informational workshops, applicant support, creative improvement plans, affordability, our workshops. So that's the thing that I wanted to point out is that you offer workshops.
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit.
So what we have, especially now coming up, is workshops where we kind of group talk about what it's like to have this process, go through the process. We talk about what it's like to go through hearings. We talk about, what you can do. I did a workshop at Greater Bridgeport OIC, and it was about living as though you're getting your pardon today or tomorrow. Some people go through these 2, 3, 4 years and they do nothing, and then all of a sudden they want a pardon. Well, what have you done? And so there's some work to do.
Yeah.
And, when we talk about creative planning, that's a skill set learned within judicial, right? So you sit with somebody, you know that there's some things going on, and you plug them into the community. One individual had a lot of trauma. So I just said, hey, let's make sure that's in a good place. I made some referrals. I sent them on. I said, not mandatory, but hey, why don't you go see this person, see how that works out? Because that's something else that you have to improve your quality of life. Some people was just like do some community service. So coming up with some plans.
You know what? I love that you brought that whole subject idea up because it's important for people, like you just said, to do something. You got to put some work in.
Yeah.
You just can't wake up and say, I want a pardon. But, for the last 8 years you've been out, you haven't had a job.
No job, chilling, feet up.
Yeah, feet up. I mean, you didn't attend any workshops, any groups, anything where you was able to, accumulate some certificates showing that, man, listen, I took my freedom serious.
Right.
I educated myself. I have certificates. I have letters of recommendation from different people, whether from politicians or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, like you said, you got to put some work in.
Yeah.
You just ain't going to get it. You got to put some work in.
And I encourage people to really, when they're working for their references, I tell people, be true to who you are and who you connect with. I'm not going to be a person that says, go out and get a pardon letter from anybody. We joke about the power moves,
Yep.
And there are some people who have great relationships with the leaders in their community. Are they genuine, like one-on-one things? And those are the ones that I like to see references from.
Yeah.
You know me. You know how I've changed. We've connected. Only one can be from a family member by marriage or blood relative. So make good connections out there.
Absolutely. So, guys, I mean, if you're one of those who've been through the system and you're already past that mark, that waiting period that you have to wait in order to apply. If you've been active in the community, involved in, any type of community activity, shelters, whatever the case may be, out there just living a stand-up ethical lifestyle and just doing things the right way. I mean, I highly recommend and encourage you to pursue your pardon, apply for it. And, you know, Lisa's right here. You can reach out to her. Matter of fact, Lisa, I want to put your information on the screen so people can see it. Because I want people to be able to call your number, 203-416-6392, or they can visit www.projectpardonllc.com. All the information is right on your website. And, you know, if you call that number, guys, I guarantee you there's a possibility you might even answer the phone yourself.
I usually do. Myself, I have an intern also who's amazing. I love her. Love her, love her, love her. Would like to get to the point where we can keep her on board full time.
Yeah.
But when we really do get busy with these clients and cases, I also utilize other retired probation officers who are strong in the industry. You know, well versed, know how to do it, and care.
And that's what it's all about. And that's what it's all about. You know, I like what someone just said on here. Travis Gerald says, everyone deserves a second chance and an opportunity to live free. Project Pardon definitely helps you get that chance 100%. Couldn't say it better than that. That's on the money right there.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes a third chance.
Maybe.
You know,
maybe a fifth chance.
Maybe
Look at the gentleman that went 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one was impressive to see the emotion and, you know.
Like, I got it.
Yeah.
I made it.
Yep.
I mean, I can't even imagine that liberating feeling that person must have felt, knowing that this bondage has been broken. Now it's all over. And now I'm ready to rock out and make some things happen for myself.
Yeah, somebody just said they wanted the pride of their reputation back. And I'm like, wow, I no longer live by my street name. I live by my given name, the name given to me by my parents.
Wow.
With pride. And I was like, that's a powerful thing.
That is.
To say.
That is.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just wanted to point out something. So I don't know if the pardon process is still this way. Because I remember back then, when you applied, you had to go to the courthouse on a scheduled date. You would have to go in front of a panel of people, of judges. Let me not say people,
No,
of judges.
they're actually people in different industries. They're not judges.
They're not judges anymore. Interesting. Okay. So you had to go and stand in front of them, and basically you had to indicate why you wanted a pardon, and you had to sell yourself out to these people.
Yeah.
So you had to come correct.
Yeah.
You had to do your homework and walk into that environment ready. So I don't know if it's still like that, but you know, I'm just thinking about an incident where I happened to be there. You know, I was a marshal in the courthouse.
Yep.
So I was observing some hearings, and I'm just saying this so that if you're watching, if you ever applied and go in front of the panel, don't do this. This gentleman went up there and said, they asked him, why do you want to apply for a pardon? He said, well, the reason why I apply for a pardon is because I want to be able to go hunting, and I want to get my gun permit back so I can get some guns and be able to go hunting and be able to do what I enjoy doing. As soon as he opened his mouth, I said, he's getting denied. He's getting denied. And what do you think happened?
He got denied.
He was denied right off the rip. Matter of fact, they cut him off. Oh, thank you very much. We'll get back to you within a couple of days. So don't do that.
No, don't do that at all. But, you know, one of the things that we do, and coming from my background, right? We learn things like client engagement, which is how to engage with people. Motivational interviewing. What motivates you to change? What motivates you to move forward in all different areas of your life? And so we use those skills in my office. That's why I reach out to retired probation officers who are trained the same way I was. Either I was their chief, or I think all of them I was their chief. But no, but they're just amazing at what they do.
Yeah.
And we actually sit with people, which is what other people don't do. We sit between 3 to 5 hours per client, and sometimes more if they need it.
Wow.
To develop these answers that are strong. And I always tell people this shouldn't be just the answer for paper. It should be your testimony.
Absolutely.
And once it's your personal testimony, it's a rocking answer, and you can get up there. And the nice thing is right now, unfortunately it's COVID, but Zoom
Yeah.
is the way they're being done. And you have people from probation, parole, federal, parole, I think it is. They're from all different industries, mental health. So
Yeah.
it's, a good group of people that are working on that board.
Yeah. No, so, definitely, guys, if you're in need of a pardon, I highly recommend that you reach out to Lisa and, make that contact with Project Pardon. They're right here in Bridgeport. And you don't only serve Bridgeport, you serve
the whole state.
The whole state of Connecticut.
Yeah.
So if someone can't get down here to see you in person, I'm sure you can do like a Zoom.
We do Zoom. I've driven up and met people to pretty much, I think, almost in Hartford.
Yep.
Where as we grow, we'll see how far things, go. But, yep, the whole state of Connecticut. I've gotten questions about other states. No, I don't do those right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, we
can
taking
refer them
care of
the
our
right
own
way.
state first.
Connecticut, Bridgeport, Connecticut, Hartford, New Haven. Let's
Yep.
do them all.
That's right.
Waterbury.
That's right.
London. One of the things that I did want to mention, because
Yep.
we talked about attorneys, we talked about what you get, our time. There are people out there who just straight up say, "Oh, I'll do a pardon for $500. I'll do a pardon for whatever," and really, you're doing all the work. You have to ask what's the skill set in terms of assessing their situation, helping them really build and develop their answers. So ask what you're getting for what you're investing, because there may be somebody who's great at it, but question it.
Absolutely. And no, I agree with you 100%.
And the quality.
I agree with you 110%. And no disrespect
No, not at
to,
all.
and I'm going to say this, no disrespect to the jailhouse lawyers also.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of inmates who,
Super smart.
Yeah, they're super smart, but, they get out and, you're not really, I don't want to speak negative of anyone, but,
No.
I mean, I'm going to go and hire someone with experience, someone that's been there and done that, someone who has a proven track record, who has that proof in the pudding, that will be able to provide me a service that there's if anything, there's a 90% possibility guaranteed that I might get my pardon, than someone who just got out of jail, who was a jailhouse lawyer, who says I can do your pardon for $250.
I've seen it.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I've seen it. And I've also seen like the faith-based community really help people too. Like really do a good job of it. So I'm not dismissive of that either. I just make sure you question what's your track record? What am I getting? Tell me what you know about it. Be sure that it's a quality interview, time invested in you, because it's a huge decision.
Absolutely.
And it's life-changing.
Absolutely. And, I like a comment out here that Janice Tavares just put. She said, this is important work. Thank you for being a pillar of hope for so many.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
God is good all
All
day
the time.
long.
All the time, God is good. Don't make me preach.
No, but wait a minute. It's funny because our tagline is that you cannot conquer what you do not confront, and that actually came from.
Actually, you're right. It's right
Yeah,
here.
it's right there, and
right
that
here,
actually came from Pastor Eric Torres. He was preaching one day at Greater Bridgeport Christian Fellowship. And love Pastor, and I was like, "That's it. That is what I'm talking about," and it's all over all my stuff. So I want a little shout out to Pastor Eric Torres, because it was what he ministered that really spoke to what is happening with us.
You cannot conquer what you do not confront.
That's powerful.
That is
stuff.
powerful.
That's powerful.
That is powerful.
Thanks, Pastor Eric.
And I appreciate the little wristband that I was given.
Yeah.
My little gift. Hey, if you come here as a guest, bring me a gift.
Yeah, right?
No, but I appreciate that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a quick break, all right? And then when I come back, because we're starting to wind down in the show, I'm going to hit you off with the shotgun questions. All right?
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Yeah. So I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope this interview tonight has been informative. I hope that it's helpful and that you're able to gain some understanding and some knowledge of how you can go about getting a pardon if you need one, or if you know someone that needs a pardon. I encourage you to encourage you to have them reach out to Lisa and, make some arrangements to set up an appointment to get down there so that you can get what you need. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back momentarily. And my voice is still shot. I'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Aces Bail Bonds.
Do you need information regarding bail bonds and the bail bond process? Contact us at Aces Bail Bonds, where we are happy to give you a free bail consultation. You are in capable hands with our reputable agency. For fast, reliable bail bond service, get out of jail fast with Aces Bail Bonds. You can save time and money by calling ahead. We'll have the forms ready for you, with everything handled privately, discreetly, and confidentially at our office. For fast, reliable bail bond service, call Aces Bail Bonds now.
Welcome to Ramirez Restaurant.
All right. I know you know how to dance. I know you know how to dance. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you know how to dance. I understand.
No.
Listen, I understand you go to church and the Spirit of God moves in you. And I'm being told to drink some ginger and tea. I'll do that after work. Well, this is work. I'll do that after the show. But, you ready?
No. Absolutely not.
Come on, throw it up.
All right.
Hey.
You know my kids are embarrassed right now,
Hey,
right?
your kids are embarrassed right now? All right, but you're doing this for the spirit, Hey,
There?
hey, there you go. All right, guys, welcome back to Live with Jason Rodriguez. We're broadcasting on the Super Elite Entertainment Network. I have Miss Lisa Vargas.
You're funny.
No, Miss Lisa. Lisa what?
Crespo-Gerald.
Something like that. I just been messing up your name all day.
I think you're doing it to tease me. He's been giving me a hard time all day. Calling me by the name of people who we actually know
That's right.
mutually, and then laughing about it.
No, but we have Miss Lisa here, and we've been talking about the pardon process. Been having a good time. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, you came ready. You came very informed, well-versed, well-spoken, and I guarantee you that the people that are watching have gained a great amount of knowledge of what needs to be done. So, somebody's going to be calling you tomorrow. They're going to call you tonight. They're going to leave you messages.
Prayers.
Talking about, hey, girl, I need a pardon.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, guys. So, shotgun questions. You ready?
Let's try it.
All right, here we
We'll
go.
do the best we can.
Okay, here we go. Simple questions I ask each and every guest who come on the show. These are questions that are more intimate, allows people to, to know
Get
the
to
little
know you.
personal side. Yeah. All right, so here we go. What's your favorite song?
Anything by Mark Anthony.
Hey. Okay. I need to know.
What's the next one? Let's roll.
No, I love Mark Anthony. I've seen him live 6 times in concert.
I've seen him a couple times.
Yeah, but his tickets are a little up there right now, so I'm going to pass unless somebody bless me with a ticket. Favorite movie?
The Notebook.
That's a
And
good one.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump is a good movie.
I love Forrest.
The Notebook is a good movie as well. Make you cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one. All right.
All right.
Favorite food? We like to eat over here.
Lobster.
Oh. Okay. Red Lobster?
No.
Oh, so
The chowder pot.
she said, no Red Lobster for me. All right. What's your favorite sport?
It better be baseball in my house.
And you better say the right team. Please say the right team. What's the team?
Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
Bluefish Travel.
Hey, my buddy Bagang.
Yep. And
Yep.
my buddy, my son, he coaches over there too.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yep.
right. He worked. Yep. They're doing a good thing. I like
They are.
that whole setup that they have.
They got a nice one going
Yeah,
on.
no doubt about it. All right, so let's keep going. Favorite car?
I want my Toyota Sequoia back.
Your Toyota Sequoia.
Sequoia.
What do you mean you want it back?
I used to have one. I need a new one.
So what you driving now?
A RAV.
A Pinto?
Maybe. Yugo.
A Yugo. Wow.
Remember those? Flip it on its side.
Yeah, flip it. One person could just go, boom. Flip it on its side. A Yugo. What was it they used to say back in the day? You go, I don't go. I forgot that little quote they used to have with the Yugos.
Know.
But yeah, those were, how much were those brand new? Like 3,000?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Favorite thing you like to read?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, say it.
Police reports.
You know what? That's a good thing.
Yeah, my industry, it is.
Yeah.
And you really get to know a person and you get to sympathize and know about your victims.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it changes you, but it helps you.
Yeah, I agree. I like to read those too. I like to read them, especially good police reports. You know? Yeah.
And good investigations.
Yeah. Favorite thing you like to do?
Scrapbook.
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 So what exactly are you scrapping?
Pictures of my kids, joining my daughter in her community service project for incubators at the NICU. So little name tags.
Okay. And I think you said she danced for Latin Rhythm, right?
Latin rhythms, yeah.
Hey, we're giving you a plug-in Latin Rhythm.
Yep.
Still in Stratford, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Latin Rhythm.
Over there with Rosa
Flores.
Flores, yeah.
Yep.
And Jonathan.
John, yeah, that's right. That's right. Nice place. They get down. I've been over there a few times.
Yeah.
They throw down. What's your favorite word you like to use? One word. One word you like to use.
Bleep. No, I'm
Oh,
just joking.
yeah.
No,
I got my butt. I got my finger on the button right here to bleep it real quick.
One word.
Caramba.
No.
Carajo.
No.
Is that a bad word in Spanish?
Hell. Yeah. No, I'll pass.
Uh-oh. No, okay, she doesn't have a favorite word. All right.
No, I have a little favorite phrase.
What's that?
Are you kidding me?
I know, right?
That's, yeah, when my kids hear it, they know. They run. No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah. Well, you know, you was a probation officer for what, 20 years? How many years?
22 almost.
22 years. So you were,
Some days.
some days,
Why
lay
not?
down the law.
Some days. You're going to get me talking now. You know all the time. No.
Uh-huh. Walk in the house. Fuego. What sound? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you know from firsthand experience, so cut it out. You know?
What sound of noise do you love to hear the most?
Honestly, the sound of rainwater hitting a corrugated roof in Puerto Rico as a kid.
Cool. I would have never expected anyone to say that, but that's pretty cool. Interesting. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Do you love it as much as I do?
I do.
I can't wait. I want to buy a house there.
I'll be your neighbor.
But my house has to be in Condado. Condado is very expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe Cagua, where all my family are at. You know?
I don't know. I definitely a beach girl, so I gotta be near the water.
Gotta be near the water. So Cagua, you're near the water.
Yep.
It's what, like 20, maybe a 20-minute drive
My
to the beach.
family lives near Crash Boat in Aguadilla, so.
Aguadilla. Yeah, we all might
right.
end up out there. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
All right. Other than your current profession, if Lisa Crespo-Gerald was able to do it all over again, what would you do?
If I couldn't do what I did, I would be
If you can't
a
do what you
nurse.
did, oh,
I
really?
would be a nurse.
I can see that. I can see that.
I was in a nursing program.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just
be a
not
RN?
what I called with, yeah, but not what I was called to do.
Wow. And then you change your major?
Something like that.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big shout out to all the nurses that are watching right now.
That's right.
Hey. All right. And then, all right. So here's the last question I have for you. It's a good one. You should be able to answer this
Let's see.
very fervently, without a problem. So, if heaven really exists, when Lisa arrives at the pearly gates, what do you want to hear God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit say to you when you arrive there? what do you want to hear God's voice say to you?
Well done, Lisa. Well done.
Well done, my good and faithful servant. You're going to hear
That's
that.
right.
I know you're going to hear that.
Mom, I'm praying. I have my days, but I'm praying.
Well, I think we all have our days.
Absolutely.
We all have our days. But yeah, we come to the conclusion of the show.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody just watching, and share with someone. Share with someone.
Yeah. So really quick
life-changing.
before we go, Lisa, your final words to the viewing audience right now. A couple of quick words you want to leave them with.
Again, you cannot conquer what you do not confront. Take a step in faith. Take a step forward. Find out if you're eligible for this. There is no telling how your life can change, or how the life of a loved one can change, because it changes a village. It changes your family. It changes your outlook. So it's not just about you.
Well said, my good and faithful servant. Well said. I think you did an outstanding job, and I
Thank
truly
you.
appreciate the opportunity of having you come down to the studio and being a part of the weekly show that I do.
I appreciate it.
Been doing this for almost 3 years now. Every Tuesday nights, we're here live. It used to be at 7, now it's at 8 o'clock. I mean, this is what we do.
Thank you, and Gio.
Yeah. And I love interviewing influential people from our state, from our city, from our town, from our area. And that's what you are. And the other thing that I love, and I don't get too many of this too often, is being able to interview a female, and especially a Latina female. So, I look at
Thank you.
as a woman of empowerment, and I'm impressed by your level of expertise and your accomplishments.
Thank you.
And so I'm grateful for the opportunity. Thank you, Lisa Vargas. No,
You're
Lisa,
so funny.
Lisa Crespo-Gerald.
That's the one.
Let me stop. I know your name. I'm just
Okay.
joking with you. But thank you so much. All right.
All right.
Y que Dios te bendiga.
Y a ti también.
Y lo, y lo fuimos. All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I had a blast. I don't know about you. Lisa came in here very informed. She tore it apart, and she threw out a lot of information, guys. So what I want to do really quick right now, before we go, I just want to put her information on the screen one more time. Her phone number is 203-416-6392, or you can visit www.projectpardonllc.com if you want some more information. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were about to say something?
Text too.
Oh, you take text messages too?
Yep.
So they could text that phone number on the screen?
Yep.
All right. So send her a text right now. Send her a text right now. Let's blow her phone off the hook. All right? Blow her phone off the hook. If you know someone that needs to be in contact with her, text her. Send her that person's information. Send her that person's name. Lisa's going to be on her grind tomorrow, reaching out to all of you who send her a text tonight. All right, guys? With that said, I'm out of here. I got to go and get me a nice hot tea with someone said in the chat, ginger and lemon. Think that'll work?
Maybe.
Or, my grandmother, she used to make what was called jengibre. You remember that?
Jengibre is ginger.
Oh, that is ginger.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah. So ginger is jengibre. So she would boil that, and she would just,
Yeah, and give you a tea.
yeah. Okay, I didn't even, okay.
The ginger person was right.
Yeah, the ginger person was right then. Jengibre it is. Where can I get some jengibre at, though?
My
Stop and Shop?
refrigerator.
Your refrigerator?
We have some.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. I hope to see you guys next week, next Tuesday night at 8 p.m. I'm going to be broadcasting right here from our studio. I have another amazing guest. You know what's crazy? I have another woman, a female, who's joining me next Tuesday night. All right, her name is Jasmine. Jasmine. She's going to be joining me. She's a professional baker. She makes serious high-end cakes. And
Come in for a slice.
Yeah. So she better bring me a little slice of cake. But she'll be here in the studio with me next Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. We're going to come at you live from right here in the city of Bridgeport. I'm out of here, guys. Take care. God bless. And we hope to be able to do this again next week. Thank you so much for all the shares, for all the likes. Thank you for watching. Thank you, all of you guys for leaving all the comments. Natalia, I see it on here. She is saying, as always, a great show. Lisa, you're amazing. She says, Janice Tavares is saying such an informative and impactful interview. Anna Cecilia is saying Wanda Flores Soda, my family is from Caguas. She's letting you know that hey, I'm from Caguas. What are you talking about? And who else? Let's see who else is on here leaving comments. All right, so Wanda is saying she's from Caguas. Wow, everybody started going crazy. Wanda Flores is saying, yes, that's my favorite sound. Your sound that that you said. Yeah, the water. Tracy Gonzalez is saying, inspired by this great lady and her awesome drive to support her community and to better everyone she meets. Not sure if you know her. Anna Cecilia is saying, yes, the chowder pot. That's what I'm talking about. Go, Lisa.
Let's have a double lobster roll.
Hey, and Wanda is telling me drink some ginger and some lemon tea. I'm going to do that as soon as I get out of here. But also, Wanda Flores is saying, great work that you are doing. The Lord definitely has guided you to your calling to continue to help people to get a second chance. And then Travis Gerald is saying, thank you for the great work you are doing in our community and helping people to get new opportunities. With that said, congratulations, Lisa. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to interview you in, like I say, every week. Lo fuimos. We're out of here, guys. Have a good night.